With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
When you think about elite teams in this league, they're one of the first that jumps to mind, and they've been dominant as expected.
It's been really impressive. However, there's a lot of work ahead to achieve their ultimate objective, and that's winning the championship.
That's his first personal
And a few teams falling way behind in the standings right now, Doris. How do they keep their spirits up?
You know, BA, I don't think you make it to this level unless you love the game. And when you're successful, it can be easy to lose sight of that. Winning isn't everything. Sometimes it's about development.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Here's Phoenix. Inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Harden can't hit. Paul with it. Harden picks him up. Back to Paul. From deep three-point range. Drops in the three.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And a player like Mikal Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his ability.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
James Harden.
Nice shot by Harden.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got 6.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
It's Booker on the wing. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Here's Paul. The shot won't fall. And Brooklyn going the other way now. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. Reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
For 3, Booker. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Outside Durant. With the drive. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Now, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Oh, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Crowder. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Harden. And too long on the shot.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Here's Booker. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Kevin Durant. And the Suns will go for a different look here. That free throw good from Booker. And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. I mean, he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
James Harden.
That free throw misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
Here's Durant. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Rebounded by Johnson. To the middle. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Payne drives. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Payne's got his second basket.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The deep three from Durant. The shot comes out. The Suns go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Second team foul.
Stolen by Payne. Out left to the wing. Here's Johnson. Oh, denied by Durant.
Wow, twice on the pipes of Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Here's Booker. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Phoenix with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back after this word.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
Brooklyn timeout.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
Hey, guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
They've also made their mark in the paint. A lot of their scoring coming down low so far.
Here's Carter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced. And we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. Crowder outside. From the arc. Pass to Paul. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. Crowder with it. To the left side wing. And here's Paul. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. You know, I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
Harden misses.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 14. Here's Durant. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now. And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
Taking 2 shots.
Boy, you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams, but one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
James Harden.
Harden, good.
Yeah, one of the best scorers in the history of the game. James Harden is so tough to stop.
Down low. Here's Ayton. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5. And Doris, Crowder's defense, a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Suns.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here.
Devin Booker.
The rebound by the Nets. Outside Durant. Three-pointer, Harden. Counted from distance.
3-point field goal.
Harden's got 9 points.
And their shots are dropping with more
2 minutes remaining in the
consistency
first
now.
half. 2 minutes.
Up top, Booker. He has 7. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Substitution for your Suns. Cam Johnson.
Shot clock at 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
Suns ball.
And there's 1:45 left in the first half. And the mental aspect of the game, so important. Doris, can you give an example of the type of play that demonstrates a player processing at a high level?
Well, no question, B.A. On the defensive end of the floor, number one, do you have game plan discipline? Do you know your opponent's personnel? Can you force them to an area of the floor they're not comfortable or to his weak hand? On the offensive end, do you understand the angles necessary to set a great screen? Do you understand how to process a play as it's going and make quick decisions? So much goes into winning on both ends.
And the call will go against JaVale McGee. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. From downtown. Griffin with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Harden.
James Harden.
And his 4th make of the day in 10 tries.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Buries it from 3. Crowder's got 7 points in the game.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those 3-pointers.
Griffin's shot is off. Outside Booker. Over Carter. It's good if it goes. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game.
Suns foul.
No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
It goes on Chris Paul. That's good from Harden.
A nightly triple-double threat. Harden's level of creativity and incredible confidence makes him lethal.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks.
How about the power from DeAndre Ayton on that finish right through the contact?
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Booker. The rebound by the Nets. Looking ahead to the next game, playing at Los Angeles. They'll match up against the Clippers.
Kevin Durant.
And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Crowder, that's good. Crowder's got 9.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Booker, good.
Well, Devin Booker has proven capable of sustaining an offense by himself. Defense better start to get locked in.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12.
Kevin Durant.
And that one, good. Durant's gotten 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Booker for 3.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Boy, this guy a multifaceted talent, and not just on the court. Kevin Durant has said, quote, "Basketball is just what I do and love, but that isn't just who I am." This guy really tries to make a difference.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Paul.
That'll be 3.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And Durant has helped many people with his generosity.
Yeah, once committed $10 million to the college track program to help disadvantaged kids receive a higher education. He's been renovating basketball courts around the world. And obviously, as an entrepreneur, he's been focusing on companies and products that are making lives better. How cool is that?
So the Nets making a switch here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Oh, Durant with a steal. Mills with it. And it's Paul picking him up. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
He gets it in there.
Well, Chris Paul is usually the guy to deliver the pass. In this instance, getting to the catch-and-shoot game. Go ahead, Chris. Let your teammates make it easy on you.
James Harden.
Harden's shot is good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Harden misses.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Pass to Paul. For 3, Bridges.
Bridges for 3.
He drops it from range. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
from deep. The shot by Payne, no good.
I'm still a bit confused as to why he shot it from that distance.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Here's Paul, and the layup is good. Paul's got 9 points.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
Ooh, McGee with the block. And here's Mills for 3. That shot, no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot. Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
It's Bridges on the wing. Launches it. And so it's Phoenix sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so here's Phoenix. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul. Well, he had a strong first half, but ever since the break, he's been looking a little sluggish.
Durant with the bucket.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second.
You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
Harden from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker with it. Now Carter defending. Outside Booker. Outside Payne. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Aldridge. Misses the baby hook. Crowder left side. On the take. And Aldridge with the block.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Kevin Durant will go down as one of the most skilled shooters in the history of the game. This guy is a walking bucket, and he continues to terrorize defenses.
Here's Harden. He takes it in. And then Harden with the jam.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Booker goes in.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Both free throws good from Booker.
Let's remember that during his 1 year in college, Devin Booker played alongside Karl Anthony Towns on a team that finished 39-1. Can you imagine dealing with both those guys?
Harden with it. Now guarded by Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Carter from outside.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
His third personal foul.
Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
Three-pointer, Harden. The Suns clear it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Booker. Outside Payne. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They keep piling on the assists, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
And what a superb performance behind the arc for them. They have been killing it from three-point range.
And some have said the pandemic increased the league's interest in a potential expansion. Grant, is that something you'd like to see?
You know, I wouldn't mind that at all. I mean, it just speaks to the league continuing to be popular and continuing to grow throughout the world. So we all know there'd be a hefty expansion fee, but there's some great markets out there that love the game of basketball and would really embrace the team. You know, one city that comes to mind, Seattle. So maybe it'll happen. I'm hoping it does.
Well, there's an activity level and a skill level that makes Devin Booker problematic on the offensive end. He dares defenders to get physical with him.
And the top pick in this year's draft, Cade Cunningham. Grant, I heard some insiders compare you to him. You like those comparisons?
Well, he's 6'8" with skill, sees the floor, I think approaches the game the right way. Maybe not the leaper I was, but tremendously talented, and I'm so eager to see how he develops. He's got a bright future in front of him.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
From 13, that shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win with the Suns.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And then Aldridge with the dunk.
James Harden.
Though he does have a scorer's mindset, Harden's vision and experience playing alongside some of the best talent in the league have made him an awesome playmaker.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Pass to McGee. Left side Booker.
At the line for your Suns, Devin Booker. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Booker. He's perfect from the line this time. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Harden. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Right side Booker. And the Suns miss again. Outside Durant. Into the lane. And Durant slams it home.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well.